Loving Heart Talks, and I got Dawn next to me as usual.
Hi guys.
Today I want to talk about the buildup of emotions that so often that happens to everyone. I know it's happened to me a lot in the past. I've got some methods that I use today that help that from happening. But Dawn, can you talk about what happens to people that keep emotions blocked up or in, and people keeping emotions blocked in and closing out and something like that?
Oh God, that's such a good topic. So it's interesting because in my life these days, there seems to be quite a few of my friends who are doing this.
Right.
And the strange part is they kind of close up, and I'm a very heartfelt person. I can feel it.
Yep, me too.
And as much as I want to say I'm involved, which I'm not, when I feel them close up, I think, oh, what did I do?
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting. It's happened to like 3 or 4 people in the last week, people who are really close. And it's almost like I feel this, I just watched Iron Man again the other day, but it's like,
yeah.
and it's like, whoa, where did they go?
Right.
And so, and then, then I think, okay, just let them be. And then eventually they'll come back and they'll go, I do this, So,
Mm-hmm.
but I explain, because my wife does it sometimes too, and she loves tea, and we had those old-fashioned tea kettles with the hole in it, and I'm like, you're like a tea kettle, but your hole's plugged.
Oh.
So if you keep that hole plugged, what's
Right.
going to happen?
Yeah.
The thing's going to
All
blow.
that steam builds up.
And it blows
Yeah.
eventually. So it either comes out on, people with tempers will explode. Other people will bring on some kind of sickness,
Sure.
whether from breaking out in hives to cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you have to let this out. And it's better like a steam kettle,
Just gradually.
when it's making that loud whistle, at least open the top,
Right.
Or
turn off the heat.
turn off the heat, exactly. So, yeah, and the heat, that's a good way of saying it, because keeping it in is just getting hotter and hotter
Mm-hmm.
and hotter. So eventually it's going to show up.
Yeah.
It's going to show up to a sickness, it's going to show up to an anger, it's going to show up even just being quiet around people around you. They go in and they hide.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get it, because when they release, a lot of people will come see me. I was at a place once, and I swear the lady who was at the front desk, like, what do you do to these people? Because sometimes within 30 seconds they would sit down and start crying.
Yeah.
And I go, it's like all of a sudden they felt safe, they felt like in a safe place, and they let the steam out.
Yeah.
But why do we have to get to that point?
Right.
And again, we always say it, but it's just be a baby. Release when it comes up,
Right.
and just let it out.
That's good. Yeah, I've as I've mentioned before, I've been to a lot of dark places in my life, and it's taken me years to kind of come out from the depths. And meditation is one of my methods for maintaining this open heart and maintaining the ability to not let things get stuck down. But there was many years where I didn't have a release. I didn't let things out, and it would come up it would manifest itself as rage. And I don't ever want to relive those, so I'm not really going to share what happened in my moments of rage, but it was bad. And I knew I needed a lot of healing, and at that point I didn't know how to go about the healing. And so I'm thankful for my life today and the fact that Dawn is in my life, and I have this meditation practice and a breathing practice, and just living at a place of an open heart that's full of gratitude. I mean, that definitely helps.
Well, I'll share with you, I think it's one of the simplest things on the planet in order to release. Because before we get to rage and before we get to tears, how many people come up to you a day and go, hey, Alyssa, how are you feeling? Whenever you're out, even if you go to a store, how's your day going?
Yeah, exactly.
And in this country, they go, oh, fine,
Mm-hmm.
good. So it's like the next time someone says to you, how are you feeling? Just take a breath. How am I feeling? So you could check in with how you feel. Like, what a novel idea.
Mm-hmm.
Answer the simple question.
Right, and answer it honestly. Don't let there be like that, almost knee-jerk reaction, and it's the only answer you know how to give. Oh, I'm okay. I'm good. I used to work at a coffee shop, and I would every day someone would come up and ask, and it wouldn't be everybody. Some people didn't really care how I was doing, but the occasional person would ask, and I was at a pretty good place in my life at that point, and I would always say, excellent, I'm excellent, and I felt like that put up a smile on people's faces, and it was genuine. I mean, I definitely felt that way, and I knew I was helping these people kind of come out of their shell as well, so
I
just a
remember
thought.
one time at the yoga studio, I was working the front desk, and people would come up and go, how are you feeling today? I go, I'm not very good. I had a big argument with my wife. I'm feeling kind of down.
Right.
Oh, really? I mean, it's funny how when you answer honestly,
Honestly, yeah.
sometimes people have no idea what to do with that.
Right.
But I wasn't saying, like we talked earlier, that's how I was feeling. And sad wasn't a bad thing.
Right.
It was an emotion.
Yeah.
Babies, babies, babies.
Well,
they
that-
feel and they let it out.
That, you talking about, being completely honest in the moment, that is something that we're going to talk about maybe next time. So stay with us, keep watching. If you have comments or questions, leave them below or on our Facebook page, which you can find by going to our website, which is lovinghearttalks.com. You'll also find links to our personal pages there. And we just want to thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.